This one's gonna be a mouthful. I should probably go to all this stuff. This one, chat, is gonna be a mouthful. So, ready that jaw. Okay. Greetings. Everything is well, I hope. I'm ready for new orders. Tell me about yourself. What exactly would you like to know? I was born to a noble family, though I didn't remain long on the family estate. My father sent me to the Order of the Eternal Rose, but I left once I realized that it didn't match my principles. Where are you from? What was your childhood like? I'm gonna be honest, that's a weird question to be asking somebody. I was born in Brevoy, but in fact, I've never seen much of the country. I spent my childhood on a remote estate owned by my noble family. My father is a respectable philanthropist and benefactor of the Church of Shellen. He's also a renowned private collector and a great admirer of the arts. My mother saw to my education personally. From my early years, I learned good manners, how to behave at the dinner table, and the proper form of words for every occasion. I also learned the difference between true nobles and low-born upstarts, and I learned how to treat each of them properly. Our home was always under the protection of several paladins of Shellen. My father has donated a handsome sum to their order. One of them, a man of venerable age with a gray beard, once let me touch his shining armor. I still remember the admiration I felt when I touched the cold, polished steel. Of all the memories of my childhood, that one is somehow the warmest one. Why were you sent to the paladin order? As you can imagine, for my first days, I was surrounded by crowds of servants and nannies who never stopped praising my heavenly beauty. The paladins of Shellen who used to visit our house echoed these praises. In the end, general consensus overwhelmed my father's better judgment. When I turned 6, I was brought to the Church of Shellen and told that this was my new home. Don't pity me though, I beg of you. Many who hear this story immediately assume that my parents were cruel and had no love for their child. My parents had respect for me. They taught me something that has supported me all my life, a sense of self-esteem. Besides, they didn't abandon me. Once every 6 months, they would come and visit me at the Order of the Eternal Rose. We had some tea and then had an hour to walk around the garden. Then they would take their leave, as etiquette demanded.
Lots of words, chats. Lots of words. I speak good.
What did they teach you in the order? A variety of things. Some of them appealed to me, others I simply couldn't accept. I enjoy the physical activities and swordsmanship, but the arts, calligraphy, painting, poetry, and so many other ways to waste one's time. I guess that deep in my heart I always knew I'd never be a true paladin of Shellen. Wielding a sword always felt more natural to me than handling a paintbrush. Why did you leave the order? Because of my heavenly beauty. Valerie winces in contempt. Yeah, she doesn't like saying that. According to Shellen's laws, all art is sacred, whatever form it takes. Severe punishment awaits those who dare harm a painting, sculpture, or poem, no matter how worthless the drivel might be. My looks always attracted unwanted attention from the pilgrims and acolytes at the temple. I received my first poem dedicated to me when I was 9. The author was some wealthy geezer, and that was only the beginning. Sculptures, pictures, poems, I was drowning in them. My admirers mobbed me, and I had to respectfully accept all their garbage. The clerics of the temple were magnanimous, or my suitors made generous offerings to the church, but one time, I just snapped. Barely, the suppressed anger glittered across Valerie's eyes. Some wealthy idiot has dedicated an extremely untalented poem to me, and he had the nerve to read it right to my face, holding my sleeve. Right. The hour was late, and I was on my way to get some rest after a boring lesson on rhymes. I lost control and tore the poem apart right in front of him. The paladins wanted to impose some punishment upon me. I don't remember which one exactly. They wanted me to repent. Instead, I just gathered my things and left. Wait. Oh, that was okay. What did you do after you left the order? I set off for Restov. I wanted to get as far away as possible from Shellen and the destiny everyone seemed so ready to force upon me. Besides, the School of Swordsmanship in Restov has quite a decent reputation. Honestly, I was hoping for an opportunity to learn from the famous Aldori masters. Eventually, it became clear that their techniques wasn't a good fit for me. They teach to avoid impact, whereas I prefer to raise my shield. But my abilities and skills, which I had learned at the Order of the Eternal Rose, were enough to make the Sword Lords take an interest in me. They offered me a chance to join the mercenaries who served the Sword Lords, and I accepted. Nice. I bet your beauty inspired many people in the Order. Valerie's gaze suddenly becomes cold, and here I hope to avoid the question. She excels loudly. Well, let's get this over with, once and for all. You should understand that I am perfectly aware that most races, orders, and genders find me physically attractive. It's beyond my power to change that, but I have never given a potential admirer any reason to start a conversation with me. But it doesn't stop them. After leaving the order, I took a dagger and cut off the long hair that they used to praise. Well, now I get letters praising the beauty of my eyes. Oh dear. Oh dear. It was because of my appearance that I ended up in the Order of the Eternal Rose, though I never wanted to be a paladin. It was because of my beauty that an infinite number of suitors have pursued me, all of them confusing simple politeness with hints of affection. But do you know what I really want? I want people to stop treating me like a piece of art. I want them to notice that I'm a person, that I'm capable of something more than smiling for paintings, where I sit wearing a lacy satin dress, holding a basket of peaches in my lap. Is that too much to ask? Wow. Thank you for your honesty. I understand you very well. You are a true friend, and who I can trust with my life. I am really happy that you understand me. Thank you. Valerie smiles at you gratefully, and the smile is full of a warmth that you never expected from someone as stern as Valerie. You suddenly realize that you're smiling back at her. Let's change the subject. You have my attention. Tell me about the way of Shellen and about her paladins. Shellen is a goddess of love, beauty, and art. Her paladins are something like armored artists. That's how they like to think of themselves, at least. Valerie tries to contain her feelings, but her inner contempt bursts forth. They are fanatical defenders of worthless, inartistic painting as a meaningless opuses. If you care to know my opinion. Because Shellen with such contempt, why did the goddess of beauty do to earn your anger? She's been trying to ruin my life. Shellen, the goddess of everything useless that ever existed in this life. All the beauty in the world, all the art, all the soulful sighs in the moonlight. They'll never feed a single family. That's slightly wrong. Gems sell for a lot. They are beautiful gems. Alright. And I beg you to restrain yourself from offering your opinion. Trust me, I've heard everything you can tell me more than once. Nothing and nobody can change my mind. As for Shellen, she's the goddess of idlers. I almost joined her preposterous entourage. I'm just glad I was smart enough to denounce her while I still could. What do the paladins of Shellen usually do? They wander around seeking the next pile of garbage, and when they find it, they call it an immortal piece of art and admire it until they're blue in the face. Might not believe this, but the paladins of Shellen aren't allowed to slay their enemies if they beg for mercy. Can you guess why? Because a bandit, rapist, or murderer who has been put on the sword will never be able to create something beautiful in the future. So a paladin overpowers their enemy in battle and inspires him to create a masterpiece. It might sound hilarious if it weren't true. Plus, all of Shellen's followers are obliged to practice some sort of art in his or her free time every single day, no matter what else is going on, even if you're feeling sick or hungry or sleepy. Otherwise, according to their clerics, you lose your connection with your goddess. A preposterous notion, wouldn't you agree? I understand that not every piece of art is good or even decent, but surely there must be at least a few great works among them. Is that what you think? Valerie curves an eyebrow, mocking amazement. Many share that delusion. I was deluded too, for a while. Now I consider all works of art useless. People create this garbage because they have nothing better to do. The peasant doesn't paint a picture, he plows the earth to feed his family. The soldier has no time for sculpture. He must defend his homeland, but idlers and slackers have plenty of time to waste, so they smear canvases with paint and imagine they've done something worthy and valuable. She shakes her head in disapproval. You said that every paladin must practice some kind of art. What kind of art did you pursue? Ah, that. I used to embroider. And I still do from time to time. A treacherous blush covers Valerie's cheeks. It's nothing, I assure you. Just a simple task to keep my hands busy and keep the gloomy thoughts at bay. Nothing special. I see. Let's talk about something else. So you're an atheist. You don't worship any deity. Right. And I need no guidance from above. I have my own good consciousness and my leader's orders to live by. That is not atheist. Atheists don't believe in the higher powers. She believes in them. She just doesn't worship them. There's a big difference with that. Okay. You know, you don't have to follow etiquette and maintain good manners while speaking with me if you don't want to. I'm aware of that, but I'm sure you understand that I am what I am. That's how I was brought up. First by my parents and then by my mentors in the order. Besides, I was born to a noble family, though I rather enjoy the idea that my manner of speech differs a bit from the common language of the peasantry. You just can't imagine how many social climbers have bowed politely the moment I opened my mouth. Huh. I guess you have plenty of suitors. Sadly, you're right to Valerie rolls her eyes. Sadly, you're right to suppose that. Even here in these remote lands, one can find offspring of many noble houses, and all of them consider it their duty to kneel before me, begging me to walk with them in the garden. Valerie's voice flows with contempt. If words were poison, you'd be dying a horrible death. Where's my antidote? Oh, and don't forget about the village oafs. They understand the concept of nobility perfectly well, so they realize they'll be punished if they dare make any advance towards me, so they prefer to stare from a distance, drooling. And believe me, I can very well imagine what they discuss in the taverns. He shivers and jerks her shoulders as if trying to shed the sticky, disgusting stares. You know, you really are quite beautiful. You're a reliable friend and a worthy ally. But would be a crime to ignore your beauty. He gives you its stony look. I sincerely hope your words carry nothing more than mere politeness. But for the moment, yes. I'm not going to stalk you like your admirers, but I wanted you to know that I've noticed you. So you like me, but won't seek my favor. Well, that's something new. As she raises her eyebrow and smiles, but the smile expresses amusement, not her usual cold arrogance. You're so eager to follow my orders. Why? What do you mean, why? I followed your orders. I've joined your campaign because I have faith in you. I believe your intentions to be noble, though things may not always turn out as you've planned. You are my commander. Your orders are law. It's my duty to follow them. Well, so long as you don't order me to do something that's absolutely dishonorable, but that would never happen, I hope. Thank you for the conversation. Talk to you later. We're done! For the time being. There's so much talking. How much money do I have? 350. 350. 350. Old Vulcan still knows a few tricks to impress these blood-sucking dummies. Enough hiding in the ambushes, I say. Show me what, can I help you in any way? Well, since you're asking, there's a cave nearby. I used to pick up berries in there, but the place has been overrun by spiders. The berries are red, look a lot like raspberries, fangberries I call them. I'd be real grateful if you gather a basket of them and brought them back. Just be quick. If you do, they spoil quickly. So the spiders in the cave are mean. Here, let me give you some alchemical fire. Crafted it myself. Burn those spiders to a crisp. That will teach them for taking over my fangberry cave. Also, I need a bucket of moon radishes. Gotcha. Alright, I'll try to help. You certainly ruffle those villains' feathers. Well, anyway, new day, new troubles. Have you seen the fog? Never seen anything like it before. The road to Restov looks like someone spilled milk and it just hung in the air. Couldn't see it. I couldn't see anything through the soot. Not even a torch. Feels like witchcraft to me. I bet the Stag Lord's involved somehow. Rumors say he deals with all kinds of bad magic. Ugh. Tell me about yourself. I just like the noise. I'm from Restov. Cities are complicated. Lots of people, and each of them each with their place on the shelf. Bow before this one, fear this other. Don't do business with the third, but be sure to be extra nice to the fourth. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of things to learn. Okay. I need to take care of the Stag Lord. Do you know of anything that could help me find him? That's quite a task you've set yourself on. The Stag Lord has a fortress somewhere in the area, but only a few chosen of the most trusted of his rabble are invited. Nobody wears. I need a shield. Ooh. Oh. Oh. That day. I wanted that shield. I want that shield. I want that shield, damn it. Oh well, carrying on. All right, now to the game. I don't need to get rid of anything. And we'll leave. Accept. Fangberry Cave. Thornford. Alright, let's go. A jittery old man. Excuse me. A jittery old man in squalid clothing shuffles up to you. His gray hair is unkempt, and he continually clenches and unclenches his freckled hands. When he stops and looks up at you, his eyes widen, and he tugs at his beard. Strange weather. Invisible fog creeping out of the woods. Stars beyond the sky. Visible fog obscures the sun and moon. Strange. The old man shakes his head, his eyes shifting about seemingly at random. I don't like this old man. Looks like the kind who can cast the evil eye. Sounds like she's talking about from Fievel Goes West. Give him the evil eye. are you? The old man freezes for a moment. Remus, but that won't help you with the fog. What are you doing here? The old man raises a thick eyebrow. I do nothing. Breathe, walk, observe. Sounds like my everyday life. The fog looks invisible enough to me. Looks visible enough. I see more than ever. I've never seen so much before. But someone must look, and no one else can. Visible fog, does that mean you can find your way through it? The fog is wrong. It hinders your legs, not your sight. I wish not to try. Oh, yeah. I don't really have... I should probably go. The old man stares at you intently. You hasten? You should. Your rival wastes no time. He races, but in another direction. He searches for power. He'll find it. My rival. Do you mean Tartuccio? He's not tall, but he wants to climb high. Besides him are those who could stand against him, and might yet still. What power is he searching for? Someone else's. Old, but forever young. That which was taken from another. That which gave joy and now gives death. How do you know he's my rival? I don't know. I see. You can choose where you set your eyes, usually, but can you choose what they see? Can you tell me where he is now? He's in an old tomb south of the trading post. Hey, you actually said something that made sense. When I see clearly, I speak clearly. And why is it that you see that so clearly? I slept there last night. I noticed him as I left. Well, of course. All the more reason not to linger. Farewell. Once stolen, the land should be reclaimed. Once reclaimed, bound with the claimer, shall it be. Bound, merged, joined by unequal ties. Claiming the land, claiming its pain, claiming its death. Uh-huh. Sounds fun. But yeah, without the respec option, it just means don't screw up on your build.
I do what I must.
Done with waiting.
One second. One second. All right, here we go. The lack of healer is getting pretty expensive. 3 cure light wounds for the bard don't go a long way. Yep. This is where you get this right here is where we get our healer.
Adventures call to them.
Esmo, Axel, yes. Esmo, Axel, yes.
Let's start with this. What's this? Remove blindness.
I'm listening.
We'll hold off on that, actually.
As you order.
Alright, let's do this. An omen godly purple garb seizes your attention. Of course, the scoundrel Tartuccio, who you know from your time in Rostov. The vile gnome is standing on a small hill, expressing his discontentment in every way he can master.
Let me guess, you're still dawdling. Should I make some tea in the meantime? Bake a pie, perhaps? Plant a small garden and harvest some cherries? Perhaps you'd be more comfortable wearing fool's caps and colored trousers. Then at least I'd be able to sell tickets. Come one, come all! Feast your eyes upon the slowest and the most ridiculous buffoons in Golorian!
God, I love this guy's
Why
acting.
hurry? The same end awaits us all.
Hold your tongue, gnome. I can hardly tell your twaddle from the buzzing of a fly.
Quickly now, if we don't find that artifact soon, someone else might seize it. Someone who's standing over there watching you right now, you fools!
Tartuccio turns his angry gaze upon you. He nods to his guards to draw their weapons. Don't you have some other pressing business to attend? Perhaps Germani's quest, the search for the Stag Lord?
I might ask you the very same. Aren't you supposed to be searching the local forest for some bandit boss in a horned hat?
I would be happy to see you among my companions. Your faith does not oblige you to follow fools and liars like Tartuccio.
There is as much vanity in your words as in the words of all who have not seen the wisdom of Grotus. Yet you seem a worthier leader than the arrogant Tartuccio. Perhaps in serving you, I shall open your eyes to the teachings of my faith.
I see my magnificent rival will stop at nothing, even at stealing the servants of his enemy. Let us see if your fools are even more useless than mine. Draw your swords and cover my retreat.
Oh, I forgot to change your attire. Well, okay.
Let us strike as one!
Lost.
Oh dear. Nice.
Tear them apart!
Oh crap, there goes Grease. Wait, he wasn't dead? Who died? Oh.
I still got it.
Oh dear.
This will hurt.
Oh, nice. Nice daisies there, Lindsay. Yeah, you can't really do anything.
Could this happen?
That hurts. Well, there goes Z. Oh no. Where are you going? Lindsay, run! Run, girl, run! Kite! Kite! Kite!
Serves you right.
Avenge me!
Oh.
You deserved it.
Oh dear, come on. Mary, kill him already! Oh dear. Oh, well.
What a miserable last chapter.
Oh, Miri! Did you even hit him? Yeah, you did. Well, as we're dead. Wow! Simply, wow!
My skills are absolute.
No, they're not, buddy. Oh, that's right. You had Stone Call.
Let me.
Why?
Hold quickly now. If we, I might ask.
There is as much.
Ends here. Tear them apart.
Definitely want to kill him first. Might hurt. And Z, go ahead and pop your song.
Lost.
Wow. Oh, hey. Man.
Could this happen?
Oh, well, okay. Yep. And dead. Just dead.
Let.
What?
Hold quickly now. I might.
There is as much.
Ends here.
Serves you right.
Could be worse, and will be. Lost.
Okay, there we go. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. Is your song going? No, get it going.
Avenge me.
Really? He just one-shot her. Rude. What is this? Smite evil? Are you? You're evil, right? Oh, unknown. I'm gonna guess you're evil. Actually, just
This
attack.
will hurt.
Oh, well, too late. Ow.
Could this happen?
And we're dead. Because Miri's over there on the line on the ground, sleeping on the job.